Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Broncos, Raiders. Rainy conditions here at kickoff, and the rain should continue throughout the day.
Hello, friends. Heaven-znt-1's along with Bill Sims. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like we do today.
Yeah, everybody gets into the games like this. The players have the little animosity built up because you've already played the team once. The coaches, you know, they're in those film rooms designing plays for the second time around. They get into it, so it just makes the game more emotional, more fun to watch. Can't wait to see it.
Now as we go to the field, it's Taiwan Jones back deep for the kickoff. Matt Prater has teed it up for the opening kickoff. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable, and I think play better. He should do well here today.
The Raiders come out in a 2 tight end set.
First down and 10.
Here's the handoff. Out to the left. Brought down at the 29.
Second down here after that run play. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation.
Got a big lane. Talib's in on the tackle. 3rd and 2 here after the run. The Raiders approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
He's taken teams from Indianapolis and Denver to the Super Bowl. He's quarterback Peyton Manning.
We all know Peyton Manning, 6'6". He can play tall and he can make the throws, but what gets lost is the fact that he can shuffle those feet around and get himself some extra time.
Balls met at the 30. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense going to have to put some weights in their pockets. They got to hang in there and make the tackle.
First down at the 30. Ball's got it on the handoff. In on the stop. The offensive lineup includes tight end Julius Thomas, a former college basketball player at Portland State.
Yeah, how about that transition? He plays 1 year of football at Portland State, becomes a 4th-round draft pick, and then he just has an outstanding year in 2013. He is a terrific athlete.
Manning complete as he finds Welker on that throw.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
The Broncos all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. That brings the play to an end.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Second down now.
Manning comes out in the pistol.
Handoff. They got him behind the line of scrimmage. And here's a look at the defensive line that will try to control the trenches today.
from the shotgun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. First down on the way. Double tight end formation. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Second down and 9. Takes it from the eye.
Brought down at the 26.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Jones is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
The Raiders bring in an extra tight end for this play. And now here's the toss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
2 tight ends on the field here. Takes it again. That'll stop the play right there.
Outside runs take time, and when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
The Raiders snap it at the 31.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
And a touchback. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Peyton Manning will be taking this one from the gun. From the gun. And intercepted.
The tackle was made.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
They face first down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Well, they call you an outside linebacker for a reason. That means you play outside and you stop the wide runs by the offense, and he did it that time. Good job. Makes the tackle.
Second down and 11.
They'll run it here, and this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
The Raiders know one of the worst things you could do in the NFL is lose yardage on a run play. They do it that time on second down, and now they have third and long, and the coach is going, well, what do you want me to call? Not many things can work on third and long.
Knocked away, incomplete.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time. He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
First down here. From the gun.
Welker tackled down.
When it's man-to-man defense, what do? It's you against the receiver, and that time the receiver won. Also a nice throw by the quarterback.
Manning's going to be in the pistol here. 2nd and 9. Ball's taking the handoff. He's stacked up at that point. After that run, it's still 3rd and 9 to go. Welker's in the slot. Looking across the middle, underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. And it'll be Colquitt back to punt. Jenkins has got it on the return. Nice tackle. First down, offense readying for the snap.
Get ready.
Tosses the football. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
The Raiders' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
First down here after the run. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. The Raiders now move the chains. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll be back to Oakland for the start of the second after the break. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Right back to him one more time.
Well, Jim, they didn't pull the defense at all. Second down, you run the football, hoping to make it 3rd and short. Then you lose yards, 3rd longs. They're hard to get in the NFL.
3rd down on the way. The Raiders pistol set here.
Get ready.
Moore's going to pull in the bullet pass.
There's nothing the defense can do. When you talk about a receiver like these guys out there now, and this one in particular, the double coverage, they're still able to go in between the defenders, rise up, and make the catch.
The Raiders in the pistol formation.
Well, let's go.
1st and 10. In his hands, complete. Touchdown.
Nothing like having a quarterback who has a good arm who can just fire that football into some tight spots. And then it helps when your receiver has got the talent and the courage to go in there and make that tough catch.
The Raiders for the point after. And the extra point is good. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. That's a touchback. The ball will be spotted at the 20. The Broncos offense ready now to see what it can do. The Broncos lined up in the pistol. Now 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And gains about 1. 2nd down coming up. Ball lines up in the backfield. The give. Taken down at the 21.
Moore's just not an outside rusher. We see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside. He stops it for no gain.
Manning's lining up in the pistol.
3rd and 9.
And he's going to be dropped with a sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
Good job by the defense. They disguised that blitz. They waited, and they timed it perfectly, and the quarterback not able to make the pass protection change, and not being able to make that pass protection change, well, ends up in a sack for the defense.
Jenkins has got it at the 29. Picks up 8 here.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down.
Gets the handle here. Moore's the one who made the big stop.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
Miller's in on the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Let's go.
3rd and 7. Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here. The Raiders are set to punt. Signals right away. Fair catch.
Fair catch. At the 19-yard line.
The Broncos getting set now for their next series.
Peyton Manning under center. 1st down at the 19. Balls handed the football. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the 1st.
That leads us to 2nd down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Manning out of the gun.
Here's Sanders. He's brought to a halt.
Wide receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down.
Manning's setting up now in the pistol.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
It's now 2nd down.
Manning set in the pistol. Ball's going to secure the handoff.
They bring him to the turf.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing a football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
That last play was a run. 3rd down coming up.
Manning comes out in the pistol.
Looks to his left.
Manning sends it to Welker.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Raiders are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field.
Offense lines up here. 1st down at the 20. To the ground. They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
It's a 2 tight end formation. 2nd and 11.
Ward's the one who brings him to the ground.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
It's third down coming up. They bring in the extra tight end. Here's the handoff to Maurice Jones-Drew. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Jones-Drew is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
They call his number once more.
And they tackle him there at the 34.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Again, they'll lean on him.
That's Vickerson making the stop.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short gain, it served a purpose.
Double tight end formation. 3rd and 4.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
The Broncos are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
King is back now. He'll be punting. Welker from the 19.
And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos are set now for their next possession. Ball lines up in the backfield.
1st and 10. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
Well, it was man-to-man coverage. Bad job by the defense. The defensive back so slow, no chance of keeping up with the wide receiver.
1st down and 10.
Here's Sanders.
Anytime you have man-to-man coverage like we see this time, it's all about the receiver getting away from the defender. He does it, and the quarterback puts it right on him.
1st down here after the completion. That long gain sets them up here on this play. They're setting up screen.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion.
Welker is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Manning from the gun.
Trying to work that left side. And it's thrown incomplete. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun.
Could have been intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Offense lines up here.
Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Manning finds Thomas.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
Stewart's going to test the coverage this time. And he's going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. 2 tight ends on the field here. They'll go ground. It's wide open. He's brought down.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, coming with the counter run, and the defense being too aggressive. They're over pursuing, so you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to the black hole in Oakland for the start of the second half after this. Anderson's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. First down here. Peyton Manning under center. And now here's the first snap of the second half. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. The Broncos have put their quarterback in some really tough positions today. Manning's been under a lot of heat today, Phil.
Well, saying they are struggling with pass protection is an understatement. The offensive line, they're just having an awful day.
Second and 10. Ball's going to take the handoff down. Ends up picking up 3 yards. Third down. Thomas has moved from the tight end position to the slot. Manning out of the gun. Makes the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
Jenkins got it now. And he is tackled at the 44. The Raiders now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Handoff made. He's brought down at the 46.
Good job by the defense. All day long when the offense runs the football, they are ready for the challenge and not giving up very many yards.
The jumbo set on the field. Second down and 7. That's Vickerson making the stop. On the way, third down. Moore's a receiver in the slot. Jones-Drew's got it on the toss.
The Broncos defense is just one of the best in the NFL. What a job that time of the run play. They get penetration, they get in the backfield, and they make the tackle for a loss.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. It's first down as they head to the line. Wide receivers are bunched up. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Secures it with 2 hands.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Manning's going to be in the pistol here. Second down and 9. Ball's got it on the handoff. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think, Jim, you know, when you got a close game like this, it's third and long on the offensive side, you got to be smart. You know, don't take a chance. If you take a chance and cause a turnover, then that can turn the game around big time. So I expect the quarterback here to be very conservative with this decision.
Welker's lined up in the slot. The defense comes out in the nickel. 3rd and 12. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Jenkins has got a chance this time. Gains 13. The Raiders get ready to start their drive. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Throws to the right. Pass is intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Miller's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
1st down coming up. Offense lines up here. Manning with the give. That's a gain of only a yard.
Well, it's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Offense lines up here. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
Well, on 2nd down that time, nice decision by the quarterback. Now they got it to 3rd and short. The defense, it all goes against them, of course. Now they don't know whether it's going to be a run or a pass.
Manning's lining up in the pistol. 3rd down and 4. Setting up screen. And off the mark on that short throw.
Jim, this is a situation right here. I don't think you have to go for it right now. Of course, you're losing this game. It's in the 2nd half. You have 4th and short near midfield. I think you punt the football and rely on your defense to get it back for you in good position.
The Raiders come out for the next possession. Nickel formation for the defense here. Will go ground. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Let's go.
Here's the ball is out. A recovery by the defense. Good piece of tackling.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You've got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
What a place to start for the offense. Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. And Wes Welker hauls it in.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a 1st down.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. Welker's in the slot. And now they're going to go with the draw play. And that'll be a gain of about 2. Now they're playing from behind. And they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional, but right now I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired, they can't get to the quarterback, and maybe that could give you a chance to win.
Balls taking the handoff. That's a gain of 7. Defense has ruled today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense take a beating. To the NFL, it's all about the offense. It's nice to see the defense dominate.
Balls in the backfield, single back set. 1st down at the 19. Another handoff right back to him.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down following the run. Right back to him. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game, and you got 3rd and long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. He has the grab.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The kick is good.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
At the 18-yard line. The Raiders ready to take over the football. The Raiders line up in the pistol offense. First down at the 18. Reaches out and snatches it.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. It's a 2 tight end formation. Play fake. Looking to the right side and throwing. Miller's there to take him down.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
First down here after the completion. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Takes it on the counter. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. They bring in the extra tight end. Handoff out of the eye. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Third down following the run. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Here's the handoff. Left side. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. Offense lines up here. The Raiders have it at the 39. They call his name again.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
First down here after the run. The Raiders come out in the pistol. Eyeing that left side. On the money. He's taken down at the 35.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. At it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Oh, good job by the linebacker knocking that pass down that time. All he did was watch the eyes of the quarterback, and he reacted. It put him in good position, and he knocks the football down.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Breaks the tackle. This is going to set up a change of possession.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
Thomas going to get set in the slot for this snap. The Broncos take it from the 43. Still not taken down. Off the mark here as this throw heads out of bounds. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. Ball's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Muscles through the defender. The ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense. Tackles made.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard.
We have a review coming from the booth. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they took a second look, but the play on the field will stand. The Raiders will begin their drive from the 26 now. Moore's a receiver in the slot. The Raiders snap it up at the 26. Running room.
Well, when you're on the defensive side, if you read the offensive formation, where do they have the most numbers at? And that's usually where they're going to run the football. That time the offense goes to the strong side, gets outside, you should have an extra defender there waiting for him. Terrible job by the defense.
Handoff. Running room. That's a gain of 8.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard. It makes a good block.
Let's go.
2nd and short. Another carry here. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
If you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs, if you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get 4 carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Raiders will go with the pistol on this play. Gets it again. That's a gain of 6.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
2nd down, 4 to go. Jones-Drew is tackled down.
In this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
It'll be 3rd down. Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. They'll run it here. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Now as we look at the numbers, here's a team winning, even though they have not been running the football with great dominance today.
No, they haven't run it well. And, of course, when you're winning the game and it gets in the second half, you'd like to run the football to work the clock down. If I was them, I would keep trying to run the football.
Back to him. And a run right up the middle.
Big moment in this football game. 4th and short. In the second half, you're winning. You gamble by going for it in a situation like this. It fails. Now you hope your defense can bail you out.
Now 1st and 10. Manning Seems off the mark there. Incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Manning's back in shotgun formation. Here's Sanders. And pick up about 4.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
They still face 3rd and 6, even after that last successful pass play. Manning from the gun. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. First down on the way. We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. Moore's got it on a pass that had some heat.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the 4th, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense.
Quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Makes the reception. Ducks out of bounds.
Ken, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Let's see how they back up the big play here. The give. They break through. Tackle them behind the line. No surprise, they immediately call the timeout. 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. Hey, up the middle. In on the stop. They call for the timeout to stop the clock.
Defense.
Looking at 3rd down. Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender. That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Welker's lined up in the slot. 1st and 10. Throws to the right. Catch made. That brings the play to an end. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. He'll fire it out to the left. Ball's picked off. Unstoppable. The 20, the 10. He steps out.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Gets the into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. He made it. The Raiders defense certainly contributing to the cause here today, and that interception was good enough to lead the offense out for a short field and a score. Bolden's got it. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down. Pressure on every snap now. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Finds Thomas. He'll pick up 7 this time. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Holding on to the timeout. Will rush back to the line. Throws the pass. Welker tackled down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Second down. You talk about dreaming big. You got to score here, and then you need all kinds of breaks to still pull this one out. Caldwell's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Now, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
First down. Let's see what they come up with here. This play set up by the long gainer. Manning's got it in the gun. Got the completion. Dreesen's able to move the chains with that carry. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Catch made along the sideline. Down inside the red zone now, trying to score as quickly as possible.
And listen, the defense has got to know the situation here. It's okay to give up a few yards, maybe give up a completion. Just don't give them the big play that gets the quick score.
First and goal from the 1. Touchdown and drawing close.
You know, if you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on first and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. The Broncos need a score, so they're going to be going with an onside kick. And Ranch is marked down at the 47.
The Raiders are getting set for their next possession.
Double tight end formation. First down at the 47. To the ground. Breaks away. Gets about 9 on the play.
The Broncos stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second.
Second and short following the run. The jumbo set on the field. They'll go ground. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That was a good call by the offensive coach that time. They needed one first down to win this game to seal things up. He makes the right call, and they get a big first down.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
It was a nail-biter. It wasn't pretty, but it goes down as a victory.
It's even sweeter when you win a close game in the league because you know how hard it is. And to make that one play, that was the difference. Whew, a lot of joy in the locker room.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nantz saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from O.Co Coliseum.
Hello, friends. Heaven-znt-1's along with Heaven-znt-1's. You just have to love these types of games because there's just so much bad blood. There's such a deep rivalry here. The spirit is intense, and these teams will do anything to beat the other team.
Well, rivalry in sports, and again, it happens in every league. You know, baseball, basketball, especially here in football. When you have a little bit of a dislike for the opponent you're going to play, it just makes it more fun, more emotional, and it always translates to the fans too.
So that means Taiwan Jones will be back for the opening kick. And Matt Prater, Mr. Touchback, is ready to get this one underway. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
This offensive line today will be leaned on to protect their quarterback as well as opening up some running lanes. Two tight ends on the field here. 2nd and 13. Got the completion. That'll stop the play right there.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. Intercepted. Breaks free. End zone bound, and he's got the touchdown.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The point after is good. Made right around the 26-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Handoff made. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. Coming up, 2nd down.
1-yard gain on the play. Let's go.
Takes it out of the eye. The tackle is made. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards. Hard to judge sometimes what time of possession really means in an NFL game, but I know this. When you run the football like that and you pick up decent yards, that's a good thing for the offensive side and a great thing for your football team.
And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
Well, I know it was a short run that time by the offense, but it's what it's going to do for you long term. Keep running that football, try to wear the defense down.
The Raiders have it at the 39. Toss to the outside. They take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up the big game.
First down and 10. They'll run it with him again. He's stacked up at that point.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation.
Almost intercepted. The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. It's a 2 tight end formation. The Raiders take it from the 38. Always aware of the chains. He's got the catch, and he's got the first.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Very nearly intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
That's second down coming up.
Get ready.
They'll go ground. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it. Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down. Needing 5 for the first. Offense lines up here. He'll throw it over the middle. And that's a gain of 13. The Raiders roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7. But they pick up the first down.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Nice tackle.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown. Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's 3rd and go. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
This has been a long drive so far. Gives it to him, and he's in for the touchdown.
Oh, what a good job there by the offense. 3rd and go. And what do? They run the football against the defense, and nice job getting the touchdown.
The Raiders can tie it up with the point after. Driving extra point is good. Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. The score's 7-7. Takes off from the 5. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. At quarterback, the 5-time MVP of the NFL, the 2007 Super Bowl MVP, Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is truly a field general. He tells everybody what to do, then he's able to execute it.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. 1st and 10. Manning with the give. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Here's the starting offense with a receiving core that can be so dangerous in a game like this. Offense lines up here. The Broncos take it from the 23. Launching it deep. That's an interception. He's brought to a halt.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
They face 1st down.
Well, let's go.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Here's the handoff, and he is tackled at the 44.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Third down now. They bring in the extra tight end. Throwing now to his left, and he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
Let's go.
First down at the 34. The give out of the eye.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Let's go.
Second down and 13. He's going to get another carry. They bring him to the turf.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know what a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
Still 5 yards short of a first after the run. Third down coming up. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Moore's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Now first and 10. Handoff, and he'll go to the left. Gains 12.
Again, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First and goal from the 5. They go back to the ground.
This team likes to throw the football in the end zone once they get inside the red zone. This is a nice changeup. They fool them. Well, they thought they were going to fool them with the run, but it only gets a short gain.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading, runs it across for the touchdown.
Well, the your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
The Raiders with the PAT to come. An extra point is good. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. Anderson's got a chance for a return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down here. Manning set, empty backfield. Takes it from the gun. Has Thomas. Thomas tackled right at the 28.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
The Broncos take it from the 28. Looking across the middle, connects with Thomas. Thomas is tackled down at the 45.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. Here's Sanders. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Number 10.
Jim, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
Wide receivers are bunched up. The Broncos snap it at the 41. The defense gets the sack.
Well, when you have an offense that likes to send the running backs out on pass routes, sometimes you're going to get in trouble. The defense sends more guys than the offensive line can block, and what happens? The quarterback goes down.
Caldwell's lined up now as a slot receiver. Peyton Manning will be taking this one from the gun. He'll take the snap from the gun. Manning over to Thomas. That's a gain of 10.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
This is third down. Welker's in the slot. A sloppy 5-yard penalty on the false start.
False start, offense. Still third down.
Long odds facing the offense after that penalty on third down and 12. Manning comes out in the pistol. Set up screen. And they were trying to go with the screen there, but nothing was available.
Well, you're down. Here you are in the first half of the game. If it was 4th and short, I could see the coach trying to switch things around. If he might go for it. But we have 4th and long. Punt that football down there. Don't make a decision to put your team in a hole that they can't get out of.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
We see it more and more. Long field goals by these kickers in this league now. They are strong, and they can kick it from a long way out.
Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. The Raiders offense now marches onto the field. Double tight end formation. First down at the 20. They'll run it here. Taken down a yard short of the first. Second and short following the run. The jumbo set on the field. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. He's brought down.
That's a bread and butter play by all offenses in the NFL. Get a few yards and get that first down.
Moore's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Staying on the ground. A tackle behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Two tight ends on the field here. He'll get it again.
there to make the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd down and 7. And he's intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Most NFL linebackers are borderline good enough to be a running back, and they got the hands of defensive backs. Here's a good case. What a fine catch on the interception by the linebacker.
The Broncos take it from the 33. Under fire on that throw. Second down after the incompletion. Ball lines up in the backfield. The give to the right side. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Thomas is a receiver in the slot. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Incomplete. That was Brown on the coverage.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL. In obvious passing situations like this one on 3rd down, can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
The kick is good.
Well, the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
Jones will run this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Raiders come onto the field for their next series. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 21. Throws the pass. Intercepted. Good piece of tackling.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception, it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
The Broncos take it from the 23. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber them, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
2nd and long. Ball's handed the football. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Here's Sanders. Denver, touchdown.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game, the National Football League, it Makes you relax and you play better.
The Broncos had great starting field position following the interception, and they did a good job of not squandering that opportunity to score. And certainly the defense will be looking to force another turnover in a moment here. Stewart's running this one out. Tackles made. First down, offense readying for the snap. It's a two tight end formation. Gets the handle here. And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Raiders this time will go with two tight ends. That's Vickerson making the stop. That's a timeout by the D. Third down on the way. The Raiders will come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
Catch made. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. Going to be a short yardage situation, so forget the punt. They're going to go for it. The Raiders will approach this play from out of the pistol. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Has his man. Gains 17.
Well, you play this cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the end cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the end route.
He had no time to get set. Second down coming up. They bring in the extra tight end to the ground, up the middle. He is brought down at the 49-yard line.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
Outside now on the toss. The Broncos signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. Not far from a first down. They're going to go for it. The Raiders come out in the pistol.
Get ready.
Pulls it in. Gains 11. The Raiders go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that 4th down attempt.
Underneath and incomplete that time. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. The Raiders line up in the pistol. The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. As his target. Touchdown.
Now we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Raiders will go ahead with the extra point. It's good. The Broncos return team hoping to set up something before the half as they've fallen behind. The score's 21-20. Anderson's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Broncos are set for their next possession.
Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. 1st and 10. Ball's going to secure the handoff. Picks up about 5.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. That does it for the first half. Broncos trailing this one. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Anderson's got it on the return. Throws the stiff arm. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Ball's lined up in a single back formation. And here we go. The first snap of the 2nd half. Goes to the left. Mack that time. In on the tackle.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
2nd down now. Manning out of the gun. Sticks to his hands.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the 2nd half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. With 2 hands, he has it. Going to lose yards here.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos from the 22. Reaches out and grabs it.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Wide receivers are bunched up. 3rd and 6. They'll go ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
And he converts here on the field goal try.
Tim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
Stewart's going to run this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. 1st down and 10. Handoff made. He's into the open. The Raiders get a 1st down.
The Raiders look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That 1st down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the 2nd half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
In on the stop. Turnovers come back to haunt you every time, Phil. And today, some of these interceptions have certainly done just that.
Yeah, these interceptions have hurt a lot, no doubt about it. The rest of the team, these interceptions are so bad, the rest of the team cannot overcome it. So the quarterback's got to turn it around, start being smarter, and throw the football to the right guy.
And here we have 2nd down. Split backfield here. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Moore's got the catch and the 1st.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the 2nd half, and you're losing, but you pick up a 1st down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. The pass doesn't find a mark. This will be 2nd down.
The Raiders in the pistol formation.
Get ready.
Miller's able to swat the pass away.
That is so tough to do, to be that close to these receivers and able to knock the pass down without getting a penalty. Good job.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45.
And Vaughn Miller has him behind the line of scrimmage.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos come onto the field now for this next series. Ball lines up in the backfield. Halfway through the third quarter. Ball's going to take the handoff now. That picks up 11.
Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
Here's Sanders. Gains about 3.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
2nd down and 7.
They'll go ground. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Well, here we are in the second half of a tight game, and you always hear this: control the tempo of the game, just move the chains, and that's what the offense did that time. Picked up the first down and just keep marching from here.
Gets it out for the completion.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a first down.
2nd down coming up.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Manning with the give. And gains about 1. Two and a half minutes to go, third quarter, and it's third down. Peyton Manning under center.
3rd and 1.
Ball's got it on the handoff,
and that's a 2-yard gain.
Even though the defense knows you're probably going to run the football, it's 3rd and short. If you run hard, all you need is a little bit of a lane. We see it there, able to get the first down.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
Tucks there to take it down.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
2nd and 6.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
The pass fails to find the mark. Going to need a lot of leg on this field goal try.
The upright and goes wide of the mark. So they opt to go for the long field goal try early in this game, and with the missed kick, they give their opponent some great starting field position.
Yeah, I thought it was a big risk trying this long field goal here early in the game, and it could backfire on them. We'll see if the defense can bail them out.
Here's the handoff. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
Outside linebackers are just, they really are great athletes. They got size and they can really run. That was a good job by the outside linebacker there that time, stopping the outside run for no gain.
2nd and 10. That brings the play to an end. It's third down coming up. Double tight end formation. Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Well, it's in the second half. It's fourth and short near midfield, and you are losing the game. And I think this is the decision. The odds are in your favor. I think you go for it here, and if you don't get it, you can still survive and let your defense do some work for you.
Fourth down, close to the first, so the offense stays on the field. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Moore's in on the tackle.
Raiders, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well. Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
That leads us to second down.
Moore's lined up in the slot. Tosses the football. Met by Vaughn Miller.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Two tight ends on the field here.
The Raiders from the 27.
Gains 14.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Offense lines up here. First and 10.
They feed it to him one more time. Picks up 8 here.
Raiders know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good solid run that time.
Jones-Drew jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead. And it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
The Raiders for the point after.
Extra point was good. The Broncos set up for the kick return. They've just lost the lead, so need to try and respond. Scores 28-23. Bolden's going to test the coverage here. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Broncos getting set now for their next series. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. First down at the 18. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. Second down following that incompletion.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. Peyton Manning under center.
And he's taken down.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, if you can read the blitz that is coming, you have to keep the running backs in there to pick up some of those blitzers. They don't do it that time. They get outnumbered, and the quarterback takes a sack.
Manning's back in shotgun formation.
Well, good job that time by the defense. They catch the offense off guard, and they send more guys than the offensive line can block. When you're outnumbered, it's up to the quarterback to get rid of the football. He does it, and he takes the sack.
The Raiders offense now coming out.
Let's go.
Now first and 10. Here's the quick toss. Breaks free, has some space to work with, and he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
You know, when the linebackers, when they see that the offensive formation is shifted to one side, well, as a linebacker, you got to play to that strong side and try to get up there and stop the run.
First down here after the run. Offense lines up here. They run the counter play. Brought down at the 32.
When you have a defense that's not playing good techniques, they're selling out, overplaying plays. Well, you run the counter runs to counteract what they're doing on the defensive side.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Maurice Jones-Drew.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
And he's forced to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Interesting little chess match game here as they miss the long field goal and set up the opponents now with an excellent starting point.
Anytime you talk about a long field goal, it's 50-50 at best. That time, the mechanics of the situation were not perfect. Doesn't look like a good hold, and that's why they missed. The Broncos just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Manning set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. Balls, a receiver all the way out to the right. Here's Sanders. Brought down after a gain of 15.
The defense thinks they have the guys to play man-to-man coverage down the field. Well, they didn't that time. The receiver made a nice little move, gets open, and a good throw by the quarterback.
First and 10. Throw to the left.
Finds Thomas, and that's good for only a yard or two.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
The Broncos take it from the 28, and he's thrown to the ground.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Time is running out here in the fourth, and the defense is trying to preserve this win. Out of the shotgun formation. Under fire all day.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Real tough starting spot here for the offense. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. That'll stop the play right there. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. It's now second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And it's Bob Miller who takes a stand. That's a timeout call. That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield.
They run the counter play. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. They immediately call for a timeout. Back at the line. They're going for it on fourth. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. He'll get it again. And picks up the first. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. They they're able to move the chains after that last run. Staying with the ground. Met by Vaughn Miller.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
Offense lines up here. The Raiders take it from the 23, and that gains 1.
It's about managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right there. Not a big gain, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
The Raiders have it at the 24. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
Hey, that's a great job by the defense. What an effort and what speed. That time they get in the backfield and tackle the runner for a loss.
Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. The Raiders in the pistol.
Let's go.
And he hauls it in. Fumble. And the defense has it. The tackle is made. Moore's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Caldwell's in the slot. Manning's got everybody split out wide. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Here's Sanders. He's taken down at the 23. 2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official. Right now, it's being called a partial PCL tear. However, guys, doctors won't know anything more until he gets an MRI.
Trailing. Every 3rd down so big at this point. Thomas going to get set in the slot for this snap. 3rd down and 2. The defense gets a sack. They'll go for it on 4th down. Late stages. Manning's got it in the gun. Finds his mark. They'll have to rush now as he's taken down. The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage and out of timeouts here in the final quarter. Going to the hurry-up. Under a minute to go here. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Welker's a receiver in the slot. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw. Bill, it's 3rd down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
From the shotgun. It's over to Welker. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. Couldn't ask for a more exciting finish than this. A touchdown pass to win it with no time left.
Jim, I don't think I've ever called a game where it was won on the very last play. What a play, and what a call by the coach there in the last play of the game.
So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the 2-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. First down coming up. The Raiders pistol set here.
Let's go. Red 38.
Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Before we go, to take a beating like this, how do you come back from it?
Well, you just forget it. Athletes are resilient.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Moore's Raiders going up against Allen's Chargers. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
And Taiwan Jones is back deep for the opening kick. And Nick Novak is ready to get this one started. The 28-yard line. So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Toss to the outside. Brought down at the 38. Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, this group of wide receivers must go vertical. They must open up the game for the offense. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. As we look at the defense, you've got to beware of Dwight Freeney in this one.
Dwight Freeney, the thing that stands out about him, he has the greatest spin move in NFL history. I sit there and just can't wait to see it every game. Nice job of the defense finally getting off the field. That's what you want to do. Just get the situation, get the other offense in a third down situation, make the play, then get off the field. Good job.
Aggressive play here early as the offense stays on the field on fourth down. The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Moore's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Well, I think early in the game, anytime you cross the 50-yard line, it just gives you confidence that what you're doing is going to work today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that and take it on down into the end zone.
It's a two tight end formation. Handoff. And that's KO in on the stop.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down and 7. Another handoff right back to him. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
When a coach can have a run that picks up those kind of yards, it gives them confidence, and they will show more and more patience with the running game. So the defense, they better dig in here.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. They bring in the extra tight end. And it's knocked down, incomplete.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Solid receiver coming in his area. Read the quarterback and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 10. Picks up the first down. Count it. Touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Raiders lined up now for the point after. Inside of the uprights. The Chargers ready to return the kick. That's a touchback. The ball will be spotted at the 20. The son of a high school football coach, number 17, Phillip Rivers. It's first down as they head to the line. And Matthews is taking the handoff. And they tackle him there at the 34.
Matthews is a guy, anytime he gets a chance to get in the secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
First down at the 34. On the money. And Matthews is brought down. For the offense today and running back, he came into his own in 2013, Ryan Matthews.
Hard to say this, but maybe his biggest detriment is the fact that Ryan Matthews just runs so hard, it's hard to stay healthy. He just goes after every play like it's going to be his last. He's a really good NFL running back. That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Phillip Rivers has it under center. It's Woodhead. They tackle him for a loss.
Well, when you have good team speed on the defensive side, you can make plays just like this. You can get in the backfield and tackle the running back for a loss.
Jenkins has got a chance this time. He stacked up at that point. First down here. They'll run it here. Butler's the one who made the big stop. As we see the rushing numbers, obviously this team isn't going to complain about leading, but I think that you look at the numbers a little deeper and you have to say, wait a minute, we need to control the tempo of this game more. We've got to get our running back going.
I think that's the number one thing when you look at this offense, Jim. Don't abandon the running game. I think you've got to keep trying. You've got to keep the defense honest. And if you do that, it gives you just a better chance to win the game, of course. It's always good when your quarterback is able to deceive the defense with good play-action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback. Nice fake. Defense reacts to the run, and now you throw it over the top for the easy completion.
First down following the long play. Go run it. Here's the handoff.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Let's go.
Keeps it here. Could have been intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
3rd and 9 after that last incompletion. Moore's lined up in the slot. Butler's in on the coverage and forces the incompletion.
Good job by the linebacker, just watching the quarterback, reading his eyes. He made the move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down.
It'll be a touchback. First down on the way. The defense comes out in the dime. Handoff by Rivers. Nice tackle. Here's a look at a very dangerous defensive unit. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. 2nd and 10. Brings it in.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
3rd down. They've come out in the dime package. Rivers out of the gun. No one's going to get him now.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
First down here after the completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. The give. And Matthews is brought down.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. The Chargers come out with a split backfield.
Woodhead.
Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
The Chargers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Phillip Rivers from the shotgun.
Launches it down the field. A takeaway. Still not taken down. He's brought to a halt.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The Raiders come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
Toss play.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
Get ready.
Gets the handle here, and that'll be a gain of about 2. On the way, third down. It'll be third down. Moore's lined up now as a slot receiver. Makes the catch. Gains 15.
That was a nice curl route by the wide receiver. In the old days, they used to call that the button hook.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Back to the air here on first down. And this will go incomplete. Got a hand on the pass and knocked it away.
Good job by the corner that time, knocking the football down on the throw down the field by the quarterback. That will go down as a pass defense by him. Good job.
Second down here.
Let's go.
Handoff out of the I formation. Taken down just 2 yards short of the first.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Back to him. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
First down at the 46. Keeps it here. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Handoff out of the eye. They get to him just in time. 1 yard shy of the first down.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Moore's in the slot. The Raiders from the 37. Toss to the outside. Gain
Well, everybody talks about the pass in the NFL. When it's third and short, you got to man up and be tough and strong. Nice job that time by the offensive line. They let the running back get in there and pick up the first down.
Marching down the field and taking their time. They call his number once more. After running it, it's second down. This long drive continues.
Get ready.
The defense gets the sack.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
What a drive this has been.
Let's go.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. And he's going down again.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Woods is in on the tackle.
That time he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
Rivers out of the gun. Ball is out.
They recover their own fumble.
They bring him to the turf. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Rivers will take the snap from the gun. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Jenkins is going to look for space now. Manti Te'o takes him down. The Raiders come to the line. They'll start this drive at the 33. Jones going to get set in the slot for this snap. Butler's there that time for the tackle.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Double tight end formation. Second down and 6.
Left side. Picks up about 2.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Now 3rd and 5 after the run. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
They're in punting formation.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 1st down and 10.
Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Moore is just not an outside rusher, dude. We see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside. He stops it for no gain.
Matthews lined up in the backfield.
2nd and 11. Incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
Rivers is going to take it from the gun. Rivers to Woodhead.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. And a touchback. The Raiders are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Makes the reception. Johnson's going to make the tackle.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is right on target. Nice throw and catch.
The Raiders snap it up at the 26. Brings it into his body. That's a pickup of 14.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
Moore's got it, and a first. And Phil, you look at this offense right now, they've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot. They've got awesome rhythm, and that's why they're playing so well.
They'll mark him at the 46.
Johnson's so strong, he can do everything on the field. He can rush the passer, beat up tackles, tight ends. How about defending this outside run that time? Stuffs it for no gain.
Tackles made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
Let's go.
The Raiders take it from the 33. And now here's the toss. They'll meet him this time behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to the Black Hole in Oakland for the start of the second half after this. Royals got it. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. They face first down. And Gates is set now. Split out wide to the left. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. And Matthews is brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Royals, a receiver in the slot. Rivers is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Jim, you can't tell the difference between the quarterback and the center. They're both retreating about as fast as you can go. That time the center gets run over, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Browns lined up in the slot. 3rd and 12 to go. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
brought down.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Raiders offense ready now to see what it can do. Two tight ends on the field here. To the ground. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Takes it from the eye. They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
Now looking at third down. It's a 2 tight end formation. Gets it again. Up the middle. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
The Raiders take it from the 38. Back to the ground. They'll mark him at the 34.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Throw the short pass, even though it doesn't result in a first down. Now on 3rd and short, all of your passes are in play instead of just the 3rd long where you only have like 3 or 4 plays you can go to. That's awesome. Every time you pick up a first down, what does that do? It shortens the game and also keeps your defense on the sideline, and they get rested up and ready for their turn. But you got a lead here. It's a small one in the second half. Keep getting those first downs.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Moore's lined up now as a slot receiver. They call his name again. Johnson's the one who brings him to the ground.
Johnson's just not an outside rusher. We see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside, and he stops it for no gain.
Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. The Raiders have it at the 24. This time, they failed to pick up the first on 3rd down. A rare occurrence here today.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
First down here.
Floyd's in the slot.
They're setting up screen.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 35.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Huge run by Matthews.
Matthews is going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding the hole and picking up those yards.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
Outside to the right. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first.
2nd down.
Woodhead's handed the football. Woodhead
takes the hit and is brought down.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
First down here after the run. Floyd's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Rivers keeps it. Antonio Gate. That's a touchdown.
Well, that score ties the game up. Now on the defensive side, you got to come out there and take advantage of this feeling you got going now and get the football back for your offense.
Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 7-7. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
First down, offense readying for the snap. They bring in the extra tight end. They'll go ground and a run right up the middle. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first. Coming up, second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And he's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
Let's go.
3rd and 2. Back to the ground. Running to the right. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think in the NFL now, is third shortest run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The jumbo set on the field. Secures it with 2 hands. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Raiders will go with the pistol on this play. First down at the 46.
He'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete as he was looking short. That's second down coming up.
Moore's a receiver in the slot.
Takes it out of the eye. That's a gain of only a yard.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Nickel formation here for the defense. Ball's picked off. He's got a wide open alley. He's got the touchdown.
Touchdown Chargers.
Well, you're behind in the game. You're figuring, how are we going to get this done to get ahead? And look what happens. Your defense gets the turnover, takes it back for a touchdown. My gosh, that will, if that doesn't spur the team on to the victory, I don't know what can.
Jones going to test the coverage this time. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders get ready to start their drive. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Offense lines up here. Handoff made, and he's brought to the ground.
Well, when you talk about edge players in the NFL, that means play on the edge, rush the quarterback, and stop the outside runs. How about that play by the defensive end?
Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. The Raiders snap it at the 26. The Raiders are going to have to punt. Allen's got it at the 15. Brought down at the 26. They come to the line, and it's first down. Royals lined up in the slot. Rivers out of the gun. And there's Floyd. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. Second down and short.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. On the money. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
When it's man-to-man defense, what do? It's you against the receiver, and that time the receiver won. Also a nice throw by the quarterback.
Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. Looking across the middle. Royals got the catch and the first.
Well, that time the short pass turned into good yardage just because look at the defense. Nobody hustles, nobody there to make the tackle.
Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Rivers over to Malcolm Floyd.
Floyd's a smart guy. He knows when you're running slant routes over the middle, you got to make sure you protect yourself. So he's under control, catches the football, gets to the ground before those defensive players can really beat him up. Good solid gain and doesn't quite get the first down.
Rivers out of the gun. And he's taken down.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Third and a long way to go. They've got him again.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Raiders are getting set for their next possession. The Raiders line up in the pistol offense. First down at the 20. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Looking to the right side and throwing. The Raiders now move the chains.
The Raiders did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. Looks to his left. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped. And this time, that was a bad drop by the defense.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Throws to the right. Got the completion. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The Raiders look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Looks but can't connect on the short throw. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. These guys need to make something happen on offense with time beginning to run out. He's got the catch.
He's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. We're drawing near a close, and the defense is trying to preserve a victory. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
The Raiders snap it at the 36. Greeny brings the quarterback down.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Down the field. What a catch.
Good piece of tackling.
It's one of the real pressure moments of this game. The defense had him in fourth down and then gives up the first.
How about all that pressure on the offense? And, man, did they come through. What a job they gave themselves. 4 more downs to work with.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. This has been a long drive so far. They'll go ground. And he's in for the touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogant. They just say, you can't stop us. And they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on first and goal for the touchdown.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Put an additional 2 points on the board as they convert. Why go for the point after when you can win it with a 2-point try? They convert, and they take the lead in the late going.
Well, we've seen this all day long, haven't we? The coach has been very aggressive in his game management decisions, and he stayed with it that time. He didn't back off, and that was a great call to pick up the 2 points.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Takes off from the 5. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Royals lined up now as a slot receiver. Matthews lined up in the backfield. First and 10. Forced to the ground. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Rivers will take the snap from the gun. Throwing now to his left. This play will hold up. He's inbounds. The Chargers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Coming up, third down. A huge moment. Rivers is back in shotgun formation. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. The Chargers would like to get to the 33-yard line to give their kicker a realistic chance. Back at the line. They're going for it on fourth. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. The Chargers will take the snap from the 25. And Phillips is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. They'll go hurry up now. Won't use a timeout. Eyeing that left side. It's intercepted! And he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
First down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Here's the handoff. He's taken down at the 47. The Chargers stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second.
Defense got a bit of a blow and now readies for the next play.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. Flip to the outside. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one. The Chargers will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. 3rd down now. Nickel formation for the defense here. Handoff. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You've got a lead. It's close. It's 4th down and short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away. And if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. Phil, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Jim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nantz saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.